What's up, guys? My name is Katathi, and welcome to the, I guess, late February, early March update video. This should be coming out right on the 28th in all of its unedited glory, as I like to joke around about. Or it's going to be March 1st, but this is being recorded in February, just to let you guys know. YouTube guys, I want to let you guys know what is going on regarding me. As per usual, if you're not on the Discord or Twitch, you might not be aware of things that are going on, such as why there have been so few uploads in the main channel nowadays, what's been going on with streams, because there's actually been a little bit of a lack of streams lately, as well as current kit fun life stuff. So I just want to cover all that here, hopefully briefly. These past few update videos, not really the greatest, but I just want to let you guys know really what's going on and hopefully answer some questions here. So first and foremost, just to get it out of the way, these past few months have been insanely stressful to me. The point is, you can see, hair is just everywhere, literally every day, because I'm not on face cam. Like, I'll try to comb my hair, make it look neat and everything, and then it just devolves into me messing it up because I'm literally grabbing my hair and freaking out a ton. Um, some reasons for that. I did a twit longer that kind of described a lot of things that have been going on with me. I don't want to really retread that ground. I highly recommend checking that tweet. It's my pinned tweet at KitKatKatathi on Twitter. It's my pinned tweet. I recommend reading that if you want to know fully what's going on mentally for me. But it's not a whole mental thing of me leaving YouTube, leaving Twitch, nothing about that sort. It's just stuff regarding me. Anywho, due to that and a few other things, I've been immensely pretty much stressed out, and I've been trying to deal with the stress as best as I can. The issue is when I get stressed out, it gets me really sleepy, and then I end up falling asleep and missing uploads and streams and all that sort of stuff. But a big contributing factor to that, and like I said, first thing I want to talk about is I'm leaving my job. Now that means that while I've been uh, streaming, recording content, all of that stuff, I have left 4 jobs in the span of 3 or 4 years making content. That's kind of crazy. Not gonna lie, I really don't stick with jobs that long, do I? Now, compared to the previous few jobs that I've had, where I pretty much left because things weren't really going well there, but like the people are great. This one's pretty much the same vein where everyone's honestly fantastic. I love the people at my job. It is just not something that I can really feasibly see myself doing in the long term. For those who don't know, I worked originally as a bartender for a company, like kind of their on-site bartender for like parties, events, concerts, that sort of thing. And then I got moved to like the main catering portion of it, which is fine. Nothing wrong with that. I agreed to do it. But the insane shifts and me kind of being on this teetering edge of worrying about screwing up has kind of been slowly getting to me. And the reason for that is because, as some of you have known from streams of the past, if I get super tired, I don't censor myself and I kind of forget what I'm doing. And most recently, I was doing a shift where I was supposed to close, get everything taken care of. I thought I did fantastic, and I forgot like 3 things, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it kind of is. So I had to get that all taken care of. But I've been panicking a lot at this job, and I don't think it's been really good for me. It's not been really good for them, even though they've been super supportive. It's been just stressing me out. So I'm leaving that job as of not this week, but the following week. Now I also had plans to move, also that following week. Those plans aren't really coming super into fruition because of other reasons I don't really want to get into. But it's just been a whole stressful bundle. So I'm gonna be honest. That is my excuse for why content has been lacking on both YouTube and Twitch. It's just stress that's been in my personal life that I've been trying to deal with constantly and hasn't been going well in that case. It's nothing against the job itself. I just think I'm not cut out for that job. and I was supposed, like I said, I was supposed to move as well. It's still happening, but much later. It's just a whole big fucking ordeal. It's just insane lately. But I want to get back on track on things, so I want to let y'all know what's going on for YouTube stuff. YouTube wise, um, content's going to be coming back still. Content's still planned. Things are going to be slightly skewed. I will just let you guys know ahead of time. Voice lines for Genshin will still be happening. I'm actually going to be recording them right after this video. So you might see Ningguang's voice lines either before this or after this. Other than that, Ningguang's the next one to do voice lines. And the voice lines, I know there's some people who are like kind of confused of like, so you're just turning this channel into a whole, here's like clips from games that we can check out, no let's plays, no other stuff. No, the voice lines, being perfectly honest, is just for me. Same with the story stuff I want to do in Genshin later down the line. I'm a huge Genshin fan. I know that most of my community isn't super big into Genshin, even though I'm a huge fan of the game. Completely understand that. No issues about that at all. This is just more for me because I personally like listening. Funny fact, I actually like listening to the voice lines, so that way I can kind of get ideas of like what the story is. So I'll listen to the English part in my car, and then I'll move on to something else after that. So yes, I do listen to those own stuff, those voice line videos. But there's people who've actually been using them to listen to the Chinese one, Japanese, Korean, and that's cool as well. I mean, that's why I put all the languages in them. But that first part's really just for me, so I can keep getting the voice lines set up. Other than that, the other things are the Splatoon 2 Let's Play and the Nosha Let's Play / walkthrough. Starting off with Nosha, that will be coming back, but that will be after I leave my job. Reason for that is because this week and next week, from the last two weeks of shifts I'm going to be having, I'm being told I should be working around 60 hours per week. For those who don't work, typical work day is 40 hours. So 60 hours, kind of a lot, and I want to focus more on streams. So sorry, YouTube, you're going to be a little cut short, or just a little bit, until after the 11th, which is my last day. I do have another job lined up though for the meantime. Don't worry about that. Still good there, so there's not gonna be too much stress there, and money wise. Ooh, fucking money, dude, crazy. But anyway, uh, yeah. So after the 11th, Nosha will come back as a full like let's play, and we'll finish that out, go through the walkthrough, all that sort of stuff. We actually ended at a pretty good spot, honestly. We covered all the characters, and it seemed to be helping some people out. So cool. Splatoon 2. Let's talk about that. Man, my timing's terrible. So, just to give a timeline for Splatoon 2, we started Splatoon 2, going over memories, going over how fun the game was, and all that sort of stuff. 3 weeks later, as after I started it, a big YouTuber you may know, Chugga Conroy, announced his Splatoon 2 Let's Play. And for those who have read the twit longer and also have heard me on streams, I'm somebody who likes to compare myself to others constantly. Probably not a healthy thing to do, but unfortunately, I do that a lot. It's why some things happen, okay? So Chugga Conroy came out with his Let's Play. Me being a small content creator, I've actually been watching his. It is super well done because Chugga Conroy, super amazing content creator. Somebody I've looked up to for years and still do. Absolutely phenomenal. I always watch his Let's Plays. He's great. He came out with Splatoon 2, which I was worried was going to happen, and I didn't want to think it was going to happen, but it did. So I'm like, okay, he's uploading with like multiplayer stuff, single player stuff, all that sort of stuff that I've also been doing. And I am also doing the same thing, minus the multiplayer. I'm only focusing on the single player for that in Octo expansion. But comparing the two, as much as I like the commentary of mine, him obviously doing it for longer and knowing how to do it, his is more enjoyable. I'm not ashamed of that fact. So I want to continue the Splatoon 2 Let's Play, but I kind of want to do that after he finishes his. But we'll see. It definitely will be continued after he finishes his whole Let's Play series, but I might do like a few as we go on and try my best and gain some confidence. Confidence for me, not so much here. Once again, that twit longer tells you a lot of things that are going on. But yeah, that's why the Splatoon 2 Let's Play is really stopped. A lot of comparisons, confidence level dropped. And it's I'm not like trying to bash anybody. I know his content's better than mine. And there's a lot of other Splatoon stream content that's significantly better. And I wish mine could at least be on a similar level, but it very clearly isn't. And I know a lot more people are watching his right now, and my brain's also like, I don't want to be considered copying him, so I'm just gonna step back. It's the mind of a kid's a weird place. But to counteract all of that, though, once March 11th happens and I don't have a job anymore, voice lines will be more consistent, no-show will be more consistent, maybe Splatoon 2, we'll see. But because it's me, I also thought of a different series that I wanted to do. Something a little bit more unique. And it's still in the works. I'm not going to say I'm going to be jumping into another series because, let's be real, I don't finish hardly anything. Apparently I do. I have a really hard time finishing things, realizing very quickly. But there's an idea I threw around. I talked to a few people about it, pitched the idea. They really like it. And they're like, that actually sounds super dope. But I'm not going to do it just yet. I'm kind of taking some time. Now, diverting to streams and also VODs. Because of everything that's been happening with work, stress, all that sort of stuff, streams have been taking a little bit of a hit. I'm not mean like viewership wise or anything. Whatever. More me streaming for long periods of time. Obviously, after the 11th, streams will probably be at a better length. Even with new job and everything, it will still be at a good length. But the past few weeks and months haven't been the greatest with how my stream track record has. And VODs. Fun fact, I just about finished all of the December VODs. It is almost, well, at probably the time of this video, it is March 2022. I kind of need to catch up. So, I pitched this on Discord, but I want to let you YouTube audience and those, I guess, who also follow me on Twitch, since some of you guys watch these YouTube videos, I want to let you guys know what is happening with Twitch streams moving forward. To catch up on VODs, I am 3 months behind. Or I guess 2 months. 2-3 months. Sure. In order for me to catch up, there are 3 games, 2 games, 1 type of game that I can play to catch up. If I play Dead by Daylight, most of you know by now, who watch the Dead by Daylight streams, know that in between games, I put on music and I am actually getting the VODs uploaded at the same time. Unless the games are back to back to back to back, I'm usually editing VODs and getting those all put up. Kind of slowed down a little bit because the survivor queue has been increasing. But that's just how things are. That being said, another game that I've been kind of trying to do for doing VODs is Mahjong Soul. I played it with Doge, Cube, and Slime in the past. I didn't upload those VODs because I didn't feel like I needed to. Not many people watch my stuff for Mahjong, and honestly, the way we play, probably not the greatest. But after the most recent Mahjong streams, I'm like, screw it, I'm going to upload them now. And I've realized that between games, while we're like talking and having some banter, I can upload a VOD like super quick too. And actually is like even like while we're waiting to even get into a game, I can do that as well. More so Dead by Daylight than Mahjong Soul, but I just want to let you guys know with that. But the other type of game I can play is MMOs, because MMOs don't get uploaded to the VOD channel. Some of you guys had some questions about that when I played Final Fantasy XIV as well as SWTOR and why it didn't go up on the VOD channel. Well, the reason for that is because I grind a lot in games. I really, really do. And compared to something like, say, lately Pokemon Legends Arceus, Genshin Impact, those sort of open world games, even in the past when we played Far Cry 5, my commentary doing that is honestly pretty good. I'll talk about things that are going on and, you know, as we go to the specific goal. The issue with MMO streams is that I get quiet. I try to talk as best as I can, provide commentary and everything, but most of the time it's just me kind of quietly playing through the game. Some people like giving me advice on the game because I'm not super used to the MMOs nowadays, and just running with it. That's really how it went with Final Fantasy XIV and SWTOR, and then Doge got me back into Warframe, which the Warframe community all apparently much showed up and was like, "Hey, yo, we're gonna help you out because you haven't played the game since it came out for like thousands of hours." And then it showed up later, and then like now there's a bunch of new stuff. We're gonna help you out, and I thank you to the Warframe community for like being super kind, because damn, I did one stream of the game so far, and they're so nice. It's a shock because some people from other communities haven't been the nicest. But Final Fantasy, SWTOR, and apparently MMO communities, super nice. Cool. But I don't upload those VODs because most of the time, and even you can see that with Warframe, I'm very quiet. I usually talk to chat a little bit, but mostly it's about the game. And even when I'm grinding and going through places, I'm not doing much. I'm not saying much. You just see the in Warframe, at least the Space Ninja just killing everything and then moving on with life, and you only hear the game and not me. Uh, and that's just how I am with MMOs. So because I don't really do anything regarding MMOs, I don't upload those streams. But if I stream, that means that that day classifies as a no stream day. I don't have to update my spreadsheet, which means no more VODs that need to go up like that. Kind of see where I'm getting at? So if I do a day streaming an MMO or two MMOs, whatever, I can catch up on VODs because I didn't add to the list. I can only take away from the list at that point. I hope that makes sense. It's very late. My brain's not entirely working, and I'm trying to do this all in one take. So hopefully this is going well. But yeah, so I'm going to try something this week. This probably already started after this, before this update video happens, but if not, there should be at least on Twitch 1 to 2 games per stream. But if it's 2, it's going to be probably a game plus an MMO, or it's Genshin plus another game. Because Genshin strictly is 2 hours. Don't really go over that at all. And since it's strictly 2 hours, I don't need to worry about it. I really like, I can play that and then something else, and editing it and getting the VOD like kind of condensed, super easy. It's honestly super fine. So we're gonna be starting that hopefully next week, seeing how it goes, seeing if we can get caught up on VODs. And if I get caught up on VODs, I'm probably gonna feel a lot better. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I covered everything. I just tried to do this off the top of my head. As with most of these update videos, they're really unscripted. I don't have anything really scripted in front of me to talk about. It's just I want to let you guys know what's going on off the top of my head. I'm pretty sure we covered everything regarding stresses, job, YouTube, VODs, Twitch. So I think we're good. Of course, if you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments down below. But specifically to the YouTube audience, Twitch, I've apologized numerous times, but to the YouTube audience for this video, I heavily apologize to you guys because I feel like I've neglected you. Honestly, I've neglected you all for such a long time, ever since I moved to Twitch. There's been people who've been watching me for years who didn't move over with me to Twitch that I feel like I've failed. So hopefully also after the after I leave my job and get a new job and all that sort of stuff and kind of ease up on my stress, hopefully I can maybe start doing Splatoon 2 streams on YouTube. I think as long as since I'm not a partner with Twitch, I think that's fine. So that way maybe I can, still do some Splatoon 2 stuff over here since that was kind of the main thing. But I still want to do everything else though on Twitch. So we'll see. I want to make it up to YouTube guys. So I feel really bad that I've just kind of neglected y'all for a year now with honestly mediocre content. It's got to get better. So I'll do what I can. That being said, though, thank you guys so much for listening to me ramble for almost 20 minutes. And you guys have a wonderful day, night, morning, afternoon, and or evening. Of course, my name's Katafi. I'll see you guys next time for whatever's next to come. See you guys later. Peace. Bye, everybody.